All right, peace, y'all. I don't know how good you can see me. I'm outside. And let's see. Well, I'm not in the sun, but my camera is the best outside. But we're going to just work with what we got today. I should have brought out my nicer camera, plugged it in, but I'll do that from now on. We'll have to go dig it out and bring that back out, especially if we're going to be outside because the camera outside doesn't show as great. But anyway, I came on because I want to talk about this book. Um, the First Priestesses of Mami Wata, The Theft of the African Prophecy by the Catholic Church by Mama Zugba. So, I don't know if you guys have been reading this book or if you got the book. I highly encourage you to get it and to read it. I don't want to sit up and read the book to you, but there's a couple important points that I want to talk about the book as far as how the experience has been for me. That's what this particular topic is going to be about. I feel like the book has come alive. When I say come alive, I mean as I have began to read this book, I feel like something in me has begun to activate. And I feel like the words in this book are living words, and that as I am getting confirmation and information from the elder and now ascended master, Mama Zugba, it's like the events and that are happening in my life and are happening around me are very much so connected to the information in this book. So almost to a great degree, the things that are happening in my life, the things that I'm dealing with in my life, I can go to this book and there'll be something about it. Or if I'm like picking up on something, decoding something as far as what's going on with the collective, and then I'll see Mami Wata and Sybil and the themes in this book. Now, I don't know how the experience has been for you, but what it has had me do was it has had me read this book slow because this is a very small book, right? I could have read this book, and especially me, like I'll get a book. Sorry, I'll get a book, and I can read a larger book in a very short period of time. But I felt with this book, I wanted to slow down. I wanted to allow myself time to digest the information. I wanted time to allow the pages to come alive, so to speak. Very much so, not in the poetic sense either, but the relevancy. Okay, maybe that's a better word to use. That I'm speaking in a poetic manner, but the themes, information in this book is so very relevant to my current life, my current situation, that I know that this particular book, and if you are called to this stream, if you're called to my Patreon, because that's where this video will end up at, you definitely are more than likely probably a prophetess of Sybil, of Mami Wata, of that lineage, because this also represents a lineage of women who were prophetess or priestesses, depending upon how you look at it, of the mother goddesses. And the mother goddesses have various names. Now, we're talking about Mami Wata, the high priestesses of Sybil, but we understand that oftentimes these goddesses have synchronistic other names like Circe's. Is also mentioned in this particular book, and on the Mount Vaticus, which is the Vatican, which means divining serpent. On that mound, there is a temple to Circe's there, as well as one to Sybil. Okay, on that particular mound, because it is a mound, it is a serpent mound, a mound with a serpent entity that lives within it. So the energy that they're harnessing is really a real thurgic, that's what they would call it, a thurgic type of current and energy that they are tapping into by putting their holiness of holiness there, which was already somebody else's holiness of holinesses. So this book gives confirmation to a lot of the things that I've been dealing with, gives more information and context um, and guidance. So I highly recommend that you begin to read this particular book. And I recommend that you do the same thing that I do. Don't be encouraged to fly through the pages. It's like I've been studying the book. So I'll read something, I'll go back. And I've even, as you can see, I've been highlighting. I'm a liner, highlighter, note taker in my books. So a lot of times in my books, you can tell that they're real red because I are the ones that are the most informative. I will be outlining, putting lines in them, little writing in them. You know, we I be getting into it a little bit with the books. Okay, so Mami Wata, the deity, which is a pantheon of spirits. Let me be clear. Mami Wata is a pantheon of spirits. Their feast day, her feast day is tomorrow, okay? June 25th. So find your own way to honor her if you so feel called to do so, okay? Mami Wata. Find a way to, if you want to go to a body of water, if you can, if you live near one, light a candle to her, say a prayer, give an offering. Obviously, sea motif, things dealing with the water, nautical things. Um, I know when you work with her as Yemonya, because Yemonya is a synchronistic, if you understand who Yemonya is, they're not the same, but they are a synchronistic, similar type of entity. And she deals with the water, mother of the water, Mami Water. And she is a very loving, very nurturing, very supportive, very protective, can be a very dangerous spirit for your enemies. So she can protect. She's known to protect the women. She's known for domination type of work under the spirit of Ladama the Mura, which we feel and which you will read. Ladana, Saint Martha, Ladama, or Ladana Mura are aspects of Mami Wata. Okay. So you can work with Mami Water, Mother of the Waters, on tomorrow and give her, prayer and honor her, play a little music, however your spirit tells you to honor the goddess and the goddess within you. Okay, peace, y'all. Enjoy your moon day.